Vanilluxe got 29 out of 4,000 plus players at the Grand Champions Festival Encore. And this is by far one of the coolest Trick Room teams I have seen. The creator Firefalls shared the team online and it looks so cool I had to try it. Shoutouts to the creator. One of the reasons I wanted to try it is because I myself love Trick Room and an off-meta Pokemon. And Vanilluxe is in my opinion such a cool design and I've never played with it before. Time to change that and put it to the test. Vanilluxe is one of those Pokemon you do not see that often, but it actually is a hidden gem amongst the meta. Because it gets access to the ability Snow Warning, an ability that sets up snow instantly. With this you can hit 100% accurate blizzards and combine this with the Never Melt Ice item, you can do major damage. Because you're on Trick Room mode, you can go maximum into bulk and special attack with this Pokemon. It even has the move Ice Shot and with a 95 attack stat, it is not bad for a priority move. Vanilluxe is here to set up Trick Room and it has Psychic Fangs. That is not the usual move we see, but I think it is cool because you break screens with it, while still having 110 base attack. And while Staraptor can easily take out one of the main threats with Final Gambit, it can also do major damage with Close Combat, Brave Bird or just pivot with U-turn. Gambit is here to deal massive damage output with the Life Orb item and can be a sweeper in Trick Room, but the real Trick Room sweeper is Mega Camerupt. This Pokemon can do massive damage with the Sheer Force ability, which takes away its secondary effect of a move, but boosts the power of those moves as well. Combine this with Heat Wave, Earth Power and a coverage move in Ancient Power for the Charizard Rise, and you got a full Trick Room sweeper. And in my opinion, is one of the best Trick Room sweepers right now. If you set up Trick Room. The older Mega is Blastoise, but this is mainly to set up Trick Room with Fake Out if Staraptor looks bad in a matchup where it cannot KO the older Pokemon. This team looks super cool and I got Master Ball rank 1 with it while playing with it. Like I said, shout out to the creator Firefalls and here is the team and Replica code. In this video I'm going to show you some games I played with the team and see if the Vanilluxe team actually can dominate games. For now, enjoy the video. Alright, so we are 917 in the world at the moment. I will try and reach champion still with this team, but if it doesn't happen, I'm still happy with where I was and how I came here with using this team. So I will just showcase a few games and see how the team works, how the team performs, and yeah, that kind of stuff. So if you like the kind of content, please like and subscribe for more. And let's go into the matchmaking. Alright, we see a Meganium team with Tyranitar, Excadrill, Sneasel, Sinistcha and Hydreigon. So I feel like we can do Staraptor here. It cannot fake out and we are faster than the Sneasel. The only thing with Sneasel is that it can hold that Focus Sash item. That might screw us over. But other than that, I think we can go with Vanilluxe, because it's super effective. And probably Camerupt. Yeah, I think Camerupt is just better here. It is weak to Tyranitar, it is weak to Excadrill though. But I think we can get around that. Also, Excadrill can hold the Focus Sash item. Which can also happen. But I think Camerupt is just better here. Just for the hyper offensive Trick Room mode. Yeah, let's go with this battle. Alright. So we are on a 3-win streak. Tyranitar and Excadrill, that's a fine lead. Vanilluxe and Staraptor. We cannot stop both of them. We are getting the Intimidate off though. So what I will do, I will probably U-turn the Excadrill because we cannot Final Gambit it because it's probably Focus Sash. So I'm gonna U-turn the Excadrill and I'm gonna Trick Room. It is probably gonna Rock Slide and knock off. I cannot see this thing Earthquake, so we're gonna U-turn here, and then we're gonna Trick Room. Alright, Mega Tyranitar. I could have just Close Combat there, but I chose not to. The only thing we don't need to do is range. Oh, it's, of course it's faster, we know that. Alright, U-turn. Sash is broken. And then we go to Camerupt. It's knockoff. That's fine. Every flinch we lose, by the way. Alright, we don't flinch. That's good. That's good. So we do go for the earth power here because I want to get rid of the extra drill. And we probably... I really want to switch back to Staraptor, to be honest. That is because of the Intimidate drop. And do we need Farigarath? Maybe for a helping hand. So switch back to Staraptor. Intimidate goes off. So even if we don't knock out the... If the Exterior protects, which is gonna happen right now, then the Tyranitar isn't gonna do a lot of damage. Like, it still does a lot, but not like knocking us out. What it can do now is switch to Hydreigon, because you know we're gonna Earth Power. I could have Earth Powered and then switch to Vanilluxe. But I'm gonna still... You know, I don't want to waste my Trick Room turns, that's the problem. And it doesn't have Mega Meganium on, so I feel like there is gonna be a... You know what? I'm gonna Earth Power. And I'm gonna switch to Vanilluxe. Because I feel like that will KO the Tyranitar. Because it doesn't have the special defense boost. We have intimidated the Extrial twice. Alright, that's also good. Oh, that's really huge. It's probably gonna Earthquake now. Vanilluxe. Excadrill protects twice. Interesting. But we Earth Power you. So we are 2 turns of Trick Room, so what we're gonna do is Heat Wave. And then I really wanna Freeze Dry into Excadrill. Because we know there's gonna be a switch in Tyranitar probably, so... I'm just gonna double. It's probably expecting a... Ooh, Witch Powder. Alright, we could have just Blizzard there, to be sure. But I hope Heat Wave just doesn't miss, alright. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. We do get to send up. They do get to send up again, which is really a problem, but also not. Alright, so there's probably a Protect coming out here. So I feel like I can switch Vanilluxe out to Staraptor. So if they double Protect, like it's Wide Hub Sneasel, we know that now. That's Tyranitar, I hope it's not Sneasel, but it probably is, yeah. So what I will do... I will Earth Power. It's probably gonna Rock Slide. So I will Earth Power. It's probably gonna Fake Out as well. So if it's gonna Fake Out, I'm gonna Earth Power and I'm gonna switch it for Farigarath. So it can prevent the Fake Out. Yeah, Fake Out. And we know it's not Sash. And we can knock out the Sneasel here, and we can knock out the Tyranitar with Close Combat with the Staraptor. I needed the Sneasel off the field badly. Dragon Dance, that's interesting though. The base is returned to normal. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna attack. I really don't need to set Trick Room up right now because I'm choice scarfed, so I'm probably faster. I'm gonna Helping Hand and Earth Power. We know. Box right. Yeah. Oh, alright. It's a critical hit to Camerupt, alright. We should still win the game with close combat though. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna Ice Shard. And I'm gonna close combat. I don't think there's any go around or turnaround for this, for them. I think it's just hoping for them to rock slide, but we're gonna close combat here. And we're just gonna Ice Shard for the extra chip. Don't think they are faster, to be honest. Nope. So this should be it. This should not be it. That's interesting. Vanilluxe survives though, so I could have just done oh, that's rough. We know that Ice Shard won't kill. You're gonna get crits. I thought that close combat will definitely KO, but we are of course joggy. We're gonna Ice Shard anyway. We don't kill probably because we saw that 8% and that's probably a high roll. Oh, but we do kill! Maybe I'm just dumb. It can also occur. Wait, how much does this for Ice Shard do? I already forgot. I thought it was 8. Maybe go a high roll if I don't know. We are 7 on 10 now. So we won the first one. That's pretty good. So let's keep going. Alright, we see Willy with Serena and Senator. That's interesting. So I feel like there is coming. There's also a Staraptor. Probably a Mega Staraptor if I'm looking at this team right. Don't know if we should use our own Staraptor for this. We can still use Vanilluxe and Blastoise. Fake out. Get Trick Room up. Camerupt in the back. I mean, Camerupt is pretty good here. King Gambit kinda is not. Like, the thing is with this team, we can use Blastoise as fake out use and we can use Camerupt just as Mega. And then we can just sweep with Vanilluxe in the snow, in Trick Room. I don't feel like we need Staraptor here. Alright. There, I could have just got Staraptor by the way. Yeah, but it's fine. It's fine. So what do I do? Do I get damage of my own Vanilluxe or do I get myself do I get damage to my own Vanilluxe or do I get set up? Do I get them set up? It's my choice. I also really want to always spare. With Mega that will KO, but then we don't have Mega Camerupt. I'm just gonna fake out into the... They have Queenly Majesty though. They have Queenly Majesty. But I still think fake out plus Trick Room is better. Alright, they are Mega Tornado, they are not Mega Staraptor then. So I think I'll make a good call. Fake out. That does nothing. Scald. Interesting. They cover for switching into my Camerupt. Let's see. I really need Mega Camerupt to sweep. So I think I'm just gonna Hour Spare just to chip. There's probably Citrus Berry on there. I'm just gonna Hour Spare and try Maybe a helping hand. Oh, a spirit, that will definitely not get the KO. That will definitely not get the KO, but hey, we have seen weirder things. Alright, it definitely won't get the KO, but it will do some decent chunk of damage. Yeah, it's decent. Skull. They do wait for the switch into my... Oh, there's the burn. They do wait for the switch into my Camerupt. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna switch to Vanilluxe. Vanilluxe will get the KO on... Like... I can't... Like, Camerupt is here very scary. I will just Hyper Voice for some chip. I will Hyper Voice for some chip, but I don't think I'll probably get there. Blastoise comes back in. I don't think I need Blizzard. So there's the snow. Protected. Serena protected. So it's just chipping down my Rotok here. It's just keeping scalding my left slot. I'm gonna go with a Freeze Dry and I'm gonna go with a Helping Hand. Because there's probably a switching into Tyranitar. And then I think I will get the KO with Freeze Dry. Because it probably, yeah, it's probably Tyranitar. Oh, Chandelure also. Alright, I still have Fake Out, I still have my 4 mons, so I need to set up Trick Room again. This will probably KO. Alright, my Rotok is down. Which is good. Yeah, there's the Tyranitar. I don't have Protect on my Furiga Weapons. Last turn of Trick Room. So I feel like we can switch in Blastoise. And we can switch in Camerupt. Yeah, we do know the 4 mons. But do I need... I probably don't need Vanilluxe. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just Freeze Try. And I'm gonna just switch in Blastoise. I need Mega Blastoise more than the Mega Camerupt at the moment. Knock off. It's fine. Heat Wave. So that's fine. Alright, we still have a kind of a problem. I do think there's Sash also on this, based on the speed. I do think that, oh, but they have Sand of course, so that doesn't really matter at this point. Yeah, this is a hard one. So we have Camerupt, there it is, and Furiga. So if we get Trick Room up again, that will be fine. I don't see Chandelure really hitting us, so I'm gonna Earth Power here. And I'm gonna set up Trick Room. Now Trick Room is over, right? Yeah, Trick Room is over. So I'm gonna set up Try and Trick Room again. If we set up Trick Room, then it's probably over. That will probably be the end. What I hope is Chandelure hitting us into the Citrus Berry range and then Knockoff will do less damage. I probably won't go with Earth Power, by the way. Because of the special defense boost of Tyranitar. We shall see though. Heat Wave. Not getting us into Citrus range is huge. Yeah, this will KO us. That is unfortunate. Alright, it will just KO. That shot. So I still have a problem here. I'm probably gonna lose here. I do feel like I did play well, but I can just protect for some chip and then see what I'm actually going for. Maybe they go for protect and then I can, like, they don't go for protect. Right? Heat wave. Maybe it's choice scarf actually, Chandelier, and drop kick. Maybe it's choice scarf, Chandelier. If it's choice scarf, maybe I have a chance. Because then I can just heat wave now. Because drop kick definitely does more than heat wave on their side. Fresh fire will activate though. Oh, low kick. Alright. It's high form. Oh, that's unfortunate. Now heat wave just has to hit, miss. Oh, yeah. Not on my side though. On their side. Come on now. So yeah, I lost. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's just what it is, right? If they miss the heat wave now, I'm just... It's just what it is, right? It's just a heat wave. But if they miss the heat wave now, I'm gonna be mad because then I would have won the game if I... Alright, they didn't miss. So we should have definitely lost anyway. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but there's something to learn from. That's the problem. That's one of the problems with this team is this hard trick room, and hard trick room requires every turn in trick room counts. That's the thing. Oh, we are rank 2. That's not what I wanted, but we move on. Alright. Against Zard. Why? This guard jump is a perfect opportunity to show off the Staraptor. It's probably gonna Tailwind, it's probably gonna Moonblast, Tailwind, and then it can knock out my Staraptor in any kind. It's probably what's gonna happen. But we are just gonna use Vanilluxe. Do we need Blastoise? Blastoise is a good Pokemon here actually, but it's just scary of the solar power. So I'm gonna go with, I really want to go with non-Megas. Because Aqua Jet is there if Farigiraf isn't on the field. Life Orb just kinda saves us. And Iron Head. Like the Kowtow and Iron Head just saves us. I don't think we don't go with Mega here. Well, I might be crazy, but we don't go with a Mega. I do believe this is the right option. Like if they Tailwind, they set up Tailwind, but they're gonna go into Trick Room. That's the thing, right? So Incineroar Floret, that's actually fine. And Staraptor, and this is kind of fine, and it also isn't. Because it's probably coming a Protect out from the Floret. So I'm gonna U-turn and I'm gonna Trick Room. There's no way that this Floret... Like, I don't want to stay on the field with Staraptor who's rocketing to Final Gambit. You don't want that. So I'm gonna go with Trick Room and U-turn. Yeah, alright. And decent chip. We also intimidated, so that's good. So we go with King Gambit here, and hopefully they don't go for Flabbergast into my Staraptor. They go with Party Shot into my Farigiraf, which is fine. Because now they switch out Incineroar, they can't go with another Intimidate into our King Gambit. So they have Garchomp. Trick Room. They are threatened to an Iron Head though. They can threaten an Iron Head. What I want. What is gonna happen? They have I'm gonna kowtow. And I really want to hyper voice. Even though we are minus. If they switch in Incineroar and then a kowtow will kill. King Gambit is our one answer though to throw it, I feel like. So, and if they go Earthquake, let's go for the Iron Head. And the Hyper Voice. Yeah, alright. I should have stayed to my gut. Oh, it's Vesco Region. That is also not good. Ah, you know, that's a decent chip. Hyper Voice. Decent. Oh, it's stomping, alright. Alright, it's fine. Right forward. They are probably now in range into a kowtow with Helping Hand, so I'm happy with that. I take that. And we have still Farigiraf untouched. So we're going with Garchomp. We're going with Helping Hand. They can go with Flip Turn. But I feel like Helping Hand kowtow will just KO the Garchomp. I don't think they will expect it. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, alright. That's fine. Oh, Rifle will take us out though. But that is what it is. Garchomp has fainted, that's the only thing I care about. Now we do have a King Gambit problem. We do have a Bad Creature problem, but we have a Snow Cone. So we do need to Vanilluxe. We don't have Mega. We don't have a Mega. But I cannot fake out, right? So, Vanilluxe this. So when I'm... It's probably switching into Floette, which is a problem. And then... I'm gonna Freeze Dry. I'm gonna Freeze Dry. And I really want to Psychic Fangs. I'm just -4 and -3 on attack though. So what I can do is Staraptor switch in. For the Intimidate, I have the defense boost. They won't fake out, right? Alright, Gravitate goes first. Won't quite KO. Also, I would have survived without the boost. But now we will Freeze Try and that will probably KO. Yep. It means now that it's a 2-hit KO though. I do think I played this very well. Floette is a bit of a problem though. We are gonna Blizzard here. And what I really want is a close combat. Or does Brave Bird do the trick? If Blizzard and Brave Bird do the trick, then I'm probably going for Brave Bird into Incineroar. So I can lock myself into Brave Bird against the Floette. And I do have Ice Shard for priority if I need it. This isn't gonna KO me unless it's a crit. Alright. Gambit's recoil, Blizzard. If it's Citrus, I probably should have gone with close combat. But I feel like -1 doesn't gleam, alright. Alright, this is all coming down to the wire. There's no close combat. Damage in the recoil. Return to normal. So This is awkward. I'm gonna go with Hyperforce will definitely KO will definitely KO the Incineroar here. Should I go with a Brave Bird into the Florette? Or should I go with a Brave Bird into Incineroar? Red can protect, Incineroar can't. Hyperforce will be a one-time attack. I'm gonna go with Brave Bird into Florette. Probably if we're gonna protect anyway, but... No, it's not. Oh, it KOs! Makes up for it. We survive. Which means it's now a one target attack, the Hyper Voice. Which means I'm probably gonna KO this. Yes. Alright. It's good. We broke into rank 1, which is really good, which I really like. But I do have a tons of stress against one playing. Alright, let's bring one more. Alright, we have a standard Charizard Ride team with an Aerodactyl and a full Vigoraph. It's interesting. I cannot fake out here. I do definitely go for the Staraptor here. I do not need to think a lot about this matchup because if they have a fake out will be blocked. I can always spare, but I have Heat Wave. So I definitely go with Camerupt. That means I go with Camerupt. And I probably really want to go with King Gambit rather than Vanilluxe. Vanilluxe is really good here. But I feel like it is weak to like the Heat Wave as well as King Gambit. And it is a bit weak to Rock-Slide from Aerodactyl rather than King Gambit of my own, so I'm going for that. And then my King Gambit hits more. So I'm not going with Vanilluxe this time, but I'm going for my own King Gambit. Yeah, I wonder what they're going for. They cannot go really for Tailwind mode. They can. I do think they start with their own King Gambit. They won't get knocked out if they Focus Sash or Chopper Berry, so I have to watch out for that. I do really have to watch out for that actually. That's actually a big threat. But they're not leading that. Alright. That's good. A Nerf, an Intimidate. So they are Focus Sash probably on Aerodactyl. If they are not, I still get the free switch in, which is nice. But do I really want that? Because they are probably Focus Sash on Venusaur. I cannot assume that, but I can just Final Gambit. I can also U-turn. Because they're probably gonna Sleep Powder. I can U-turn to remove Sash and then Trick Room probably. Withdrew Venusaur. Oh, alright. So now I do not know who Sash was, because I also have Whimsicott, so either way I can get Camerupt on the field. Knowing that Aerodactyl won't do many damage. Yeah, they could just go for Rock-Slide. It's not doing much, but they're going for the Fringe, which they don't get. So I really want to go for a Heat Wave, knowing like the worst case scenario is this is White Guard and Trick on Whimsicott, but I don't expect it to. I really do not expect it to, so I'm just gonna Heat Wave with Psychic Fangs. Not Mega Camerupt. Whimsicott protects. I do think that's the Heat Wave. Alright. Like, I said nothing. I said nothing. What I'm not gonna do, I'm gonna now Ancient Power the Aerodactyl. I'm really gonna Ancient Power the Aerodactyl. Because I think... Oh, now it's going with Right Guard. Even though if they go for another move, Whimsicott cannot Encore. Whimsicott cannot do much at all. So I'm not scared of the Whimsicott. So I'm gonna Ancient Power to knock out this Aerodactyl. Maybe the Psychic Fix actually goes into the Whimsicott, I don't know. Ancient Power. It is Sash Aerodactyl. It is not. I was wrong. What a roller coaster of emotions. Aerodactyl's down. Yeah, this is a Moonblast. This is into the trigger, so I cannot set up Trick Room again. It's not doing very much. It's actually not doing very much at all. Alright, that's the Venusaur. It's probably a double protect, so I'm gonna Heat Wave. I should just Heat Wave and Hyper Voice, to be honest. To break Sash. But it's probably just... Oh, it's Mega Venusaur on this team. That's interesting. So Whimsicott goes down. I do not get the KO now. And, probably also not with Psychic Fangs. Or maybe with Psychic Fangs I do get the KO, you know? Cricket Rain, that won't do a lot. And now it's goes to the Trick Room, so I expect... what I wanna do. I really need to knock out this King Gambit, so I'm gonna Earth Power. I'm gonna Earth Power because it's definitely protect for the Venusaur. And I'm gonna switch into my own Staraptor. I want to keep my Vigorous safe. This is never a Sucker Punch, right? There's always a Protect. You guys, they play crazy. I'm gonna go with Staraptor. Threaten the King Gambit. It will waste the attack stat, which is pretty bad. But Earth Power will just hit. It's not Sash, so that's actually really good. Another Gecko there. Won't knock out. And now I have the threat into Brave Bird. It's a 4v1, I feel like. I actually gonna Final Gambit. And then Earth Power. Final Gambit will just get there. So yeah, that was a good game. We'll do one more just to see if I can get back where I was. Oh right! I think I've saw this team before. In a previous video. And also this team was with Rhyhorn and Focus's Houndoom. With Solar, with like... I don't know. It's just a pretty weird team. But it works, like I said in the last video. Not the last, I reached Champions Ball tier with Mega Camerupt video. So... all of ours should look out. Because it says Cloud 9, it has also Mega Drampa. I really need to go for... if they go for Golden Go, that's also fine. They can Nasty Plot what they want. I'm gonna go with Vigorous. Mega Camerupt seems pretty good here. Also, Blaster seems pretty good here. But Mega Camerupt, you know, looks also pretty good. And I do think I go with Vanilluxe. Even though they have Cloud 9, which I don't like, I do think Vanilluxe is also good. Because it has of course freeze dry and can miss Blizzard though. This is a champion tier trainer, so we're going with Variegator and Houndoom. Problem is they are sash on Houndoom probably. So I'm gonna go with Final Gambit of Variegator. I don't know the HP stat of Variegator. I probably should look it up. It's 85, so it's the same as Staraptor if I'm correct. Yeah, alright. That's good to know. So I'm gonna go with Final Gambit into the Variegator because that's the biggest threat, and I'm just gonna go with Trick Room. If they protect the Variegator, that's fine. I do get the Protective, which allows me... Oh, Houndoom protects. Alright, Final Gambit. I say bye-bye to you. That's a trade-off. Trick Room goes up. Which I'm now pressuring down pretty hard. So I'm gonna go with Camerupt. Go Hyper Voice and Earth Power probably into this Houndoom. Valplume. Does Valplume have Rage Power? I don't think so. But we're gonna go with Earth Power anyway. And then just a Hyper Voice. I don't need to... do not need to think much about this turn, because if they are... like... Sash, I do not need the Helping Hand. I do need the extra damage. Rescue Valplume. Grandpa. I guess I'll take the damage from Grandpa. The rest to get the double protect. That will really suck. That will really suck. But they don't go for it. Yeah, this is Sash. Then I go for a Hyper Voice. Valplume. Now I go for a Heat Wave probably. Who's the biggest threat? Valplume cannot really touch any of my I can't touch any of my mons. I'm just gonna Earth Power and I'm gonna probably a Helping Hand. Please don't protect. You don't show protect. That's good. Wicked Rain. No, but you still do gotcha now. Oh, that's a crit. That makes sense then. Alright, now we're gonna Earth Power. And we're gonna Psychic Fangs. And that should probably be a game. Is this Citrus? It's not Citrus, but it is slower than my Farigarath. Now we go Psychic Fangs. Oh, it doesn't even KO. Alright. But we can Earth Power. And we can Hyper Force, I don't know. Alright. That is a pretty good game. And a pretty good showcase on how to use the team. Alright. We move a bit up to champion tier. Which is really nice. Let's see the rating. Alright. We started with 9017 or 9011 or something. And we ended with 9028. Which is really, really nice. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end the video for now. If you like this kind of video, like and subscribe for more. This was a pretty wild ride. This won't be a 2-hour video like the last one. But yeah, for the rest, I am stuck with uploading. kind of stuck with content creation. What do you guys want to see? Please, if you watch till the end, I really appreciate you. You are really appreciated. And let me know what you want to see. If you want to see guides or these kind of Reddit videos, because I really like to edit, but guides just burned me out. Like, I did a few guides in the beginning of the Pokemon Champion cycle, and it just burned me out pretty quickly. So let me know what you want to see next. But yeah, for now, this team is really fun to use. Go and listen to the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one.